Hello and welcome to episode number 75 of Super ClickFunnels. It's Sunday, which means today is progress report day. It's report number 10, meaning like 10 weeks ago, well, actually a little bit further away, like 11, no, like slightly over 10 weeks ago, I started publishing as part of our One Funnel Away Challenge run when we went through the One Funnel Away Challenge the first time. So overall, like considering that we met ClickFunnels like 2 or 3 weeks before that, we're talking about now like close or around to 3 months that we are in this ClickFunnels game. And while our results are still not where they need to be on building our $1 million yearly revenue company from scratch without outside funding, it actually is going like quite okay, to be honest. Yeah, like this week has been a little bit slower, meaning like we had officially 0 affiliate sales this week. But on the other hand, we also didn't promote that much this week, but focused solely on being active within the current One Funnel Away challenge and provide value there to people. Simply for like a couple of reasons. Reason number one, obviously, is like to get our name out there so people see what I and Irina are capable of, what we know, what we can help them with the benefit that some of those people then may come to the conclusion that it's beneficial for them to get their ClickFunnels account through us, because obviously I reply with priority to the people that also like bring in some revenue. Yeah, in the end, I'm also a businessman running a business here. And yeah, also I was curious to find other like couple entrepreneurs, meaning like where both are actually involved in the business, and to find more people from Europe. And I was able to connect with some amazing people. I also have a lot of new people on my friend list I haven't had the time to reach out to and get to know yet, but I hope this changes in the future. And because I think like the perspective of things, like when you are alone, if I'm talking from my experience, when I was single, I could take more risks because it was only my life I was gambling with. Now in a relationship or even in a marriage, it's then like obviously something totally different, yeah, because you're not gambling with your future alone anymore. So obviously couples look at things differently, especially if both are involved in the business and not one party is doing the business and the other party is like still helpful within the relationship but not aware about what's going on, yeah. And well, in terms of like looking for people from Europe, it's basically because I can provide a little bit more value to them for two reasons. A, we don't have 7 to 10 hours, or no, what is it like? Yeah, 7 to 10 hours time difference to fight. And based on my close to 15 years experience in European e-commerce, I'm like very knowledgeable. Like I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to the European regulations for people in Europe that actually want to target Europe. Yeah, so and it makes it easier to communicate again because of the time difference. So what happened over the last week? I managed to get restricted on Facebook from posting in groups and commenting, which is like kind of like a little bit bad in terms of like our plans for the OFA. But thank God Irina is also in the OFA, and she's then now taking care of communicating with people there and helping them out. And I focus a little bit more on video production. So I turned this challenge where other people might be, oh my God, what am I gonna do now? Into an advantage, and I just produced more videos. So instead of like one video per day, I think released like 8 videos just in the last 2 days about GDPR, about how to promote your affiliate offers with ClickFunnels and all that stuff, and was able to chat with more people. It made me a little bit sad because I saw some postings on my timeline in certain groups where people try to provide value but basically just comment with the totally wrong answers. And I would be able to provide a right answer, not to every question, of course, but to some of them that I saw, and wasn't allowed to do so, which is a little bit sad. But yeah, what can you do? It's the way it is. And yeah, based on our activities in the One Funnel Away Challenge and my increased activity on like whining on Facebook that I cannot post anymore, we were actually able to grow our Funnel Circle Facebook group from exactly 100 members that we reached and celebrated on last Sunday to now 149. So we're talking about 49% increase, and the Sunday is not yet over. It's like 2 p.m. here. So actually it's going to be for sure more than a 50% increase. That's also considering like 9 people I declined from joining the group because apparently it was too much effort for them, or they were not willing to answer the onboarding questions. And if it's too much effort for anybody to provide me with 3 simple answers, yeah, then you just don't deserve to get access to the content I'm sharing for free. Simple as that. Yeah. And yeah, so that said, in terms of Facebook, it's going really well. Again, our group is growing. I can see that the organic reach is growing. We also changed the group cover to include Irina, so people know that she's also actively helping within the group, and that they understand that there's not just like me helping them out, but that the two of us are actually like taking care of things and trying to provide value there and constantly, even though Irina may not be visible that much, because a lot of the things she's doing is like helping in the background or writing our daily blog posts, which unfortunately are posted with my profile. Yeah, so it looks like I'm writing those, but once you go to the blog post, you see that she's the author. Yeah, credit goes where credit is due. And yeah, like so like there we actually, I would say we had a really good week, and if it keeps going like this, which I'm quite confident that it just will get better from here, we're gonna have like, yeah, more than 200 members by the end of next week. And yeah, once we reach like close to 500 members, we should be really really fine, because then the group for sure will be promoted in the suggested group section. And yeah, like a group is really valuable. I think everybody should have his own group. I myself, I member in countless groups. It's simply because there you have an audience that you can like, yeah, like target better. Yeah. Obviously, it only makes sense if you don't spam them with your offers, but if you provide them with value, so they see what you do is like great and you're good at it, and then they are obviously more likely to buy your offers as they go. That said, let's move on from Facebook to ClickMagick, to our click statistics. Again, like we didn't have as many clicks as we had last week's. In total, it was like 135 on all of our links. Most of them were to the group. Other than that, like what stands out, yeah, the other ones are like 2 clicks here, 3 clicks there, five clicks to this. Oh, and we had 34 clicks to the one funnel away challenge, but no sign up. Possible that some people entered their email address or something like that, and yeah, like may get retargeted by ClickFunnels and will sign up at some point. We will see. Like it needs to be seen. Yeah, like how this is gonna go. Yeah, overall, still quite okay. It was to be expected that once the new one funnel away challenge starts, that the results are firstly gonna drop, because we focused on promoting the one funnel away challenge, and now the next one is 40 days away. That said, like if you haven't signed up, like sign up today, because why wait? Like, you know, tomorrow eventually becomes never. Either you're an action taker, so you sign up today, or you just keep making excuses the rest of your life. Yeah. We move on to my Instagram account, which I managed to grow from, I think it was like 200 or below 200 subscribers a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago or two. We are now at 824 subscribers, and which is kind of nice. I actually work towards 10,000, but for the moment, like, yeah, like the methods I'm using, I've been like using them a little bit too much. So I got also restrictions there at the moment for following people, which is okay because they're just temporary. So I would just continue like following people in a couple of days. And yeah, so like take it from there. The 10,000 subscribers there are just a matter of time, to be honest. And that's a crucial amount of subscribers, not just because you will reach more people, but because it will enable, or you can then request to enable the swipe up feature in your stories, which will make creating daily stories so much more effective. That's why one of the reasons why I'm not doing it now, because considering even though it's little effort, the results would not be as good as they could be if I'd had that swipe up feature. Yeah, for sure the results would still be there, but again, you have to pick your battles. So we move on. Next thing, Pinterest. There over the last 7 days, again, we're only doing this like for maybe 1.5 months now with Pinterest, and we had an increase on our average viewers per month from 285 to close to 350, which is roughly 25 to 30% increase within a week of like our reach. Yes, it's not that much to have 300 people monthly average viewer. It's like 10 per day. So you're not going to make money from that. But again, the number is constantly growing. We constantly add new pins. So at some point that number is going to become really big, and it's going to provide us with daily traffic from Pinterest. Same goes for our WordPress blog, where I like basically how to say, refurbished or reused an old abandoned project of mine, just move all the existing content in a legacy category and added new categories. The benefit is that website is already kind of like trusted by Google because it has traffic for years, and it gets daily like 30 to 50 clicks from Google alone to the older topics. And so it's still a matter of time. It will take a couple of weeks before the new topics actually rank on Google. But with the few posts that I wrote in the beginning of this year, which were about like the perfect gimbal for an iPhone XS Max or stuff like that, it was like, it usually took only a couple of weeks before the first keywords started ranking on Google. And the same should be the case here for all the postings that Irina is writing here. Overall, though, when I look at the monthly stats over the last couple of years, we currently, like, strangely, the beginning of every year, the numbers are going down a little bit. Yeah, it kind of like always goes up till February, and then it goes down like summer hole till June, and then in July it picks up again, and we have the same, almost the same pattern again, like this year. And but overall the numbers are increasing. Maybe at some point I'll share like some detailed statistics, but it doesn't matter because most of the posts that have traffic at the moment are the old posts. Yeah, but even if I look at daily stats, I can see that there's always every day like a handful, like 10 to 20 views on the new posts that Irina is writing that are about affiliate marketing, or why you should use a Facebook group, or why you should schedule your postings for social media and all that stuff. So there we are also on the right track. And then we move on to YouTube. There we have like a drawback, like we have like 40% less views, 40% less watch time, but 8 more subscribers. And that's like last week, I think it was 7 new subscribers. So the number of subscribers are growing, the views and watch time went down a little bit. That correlates with the impression click-through rate, which is at the moment at horrible average 1.7% for the last 7 days. And gonna need to figure out what's the issue there. So it means basically our impressions, like our videos showed up almost 2,000 times in the search results, but only 1.7% of the people then clicked on our videos. It could be that the video titles, the first 2 lines of the description and the thumbnails are not like fitting. Yeah. At some point we're going to worry about that. For now with YouTube, I try to provide value, and I try to provide quantity at the same time, meaning produce as much content as possible and as much valuable content as possible, because the more videos are out there, the more chances I have to show up, or the higher the chance that people find any of those videos in their search for whatever they are looking for. So there it's also just a matter of time. Overall, it would be great to reach 100 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed now, like now is the chance, hit the subscribe button. Also, it would be great to increase the interactions. Well, I have like, I think I only have 1 downvote on all of the videos, and other than that, it's like 100% only likes. Yeah, but it would be great if you actually take something away from a video, not only from mine, but in general on YouTube. Just hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help the people who created the content to get their content ranked better, and therefore it's highly appreciated. And of course, comments are also a great way to show interaction on a video and therefore increase the ranking of that video as well. But again, like just making the mouse click or with your finger on your phone, like thumbs up, already does a great job. So I'd appreciate, like, if you took something away from that video, thumbs up to it, then yeah, like help each other or help us out a little bit here. And yeah, that brings us to ClickFunnels. I was procrastinating a couple days this week and pushing I need to write the follow-up emails for follow-up automation.com. I finally managed to write the first like 3 emails and the order confirmation email. And yesterday night we set up the first Facebook ads. It's too early to proclaim any, or if there are results or what kind of results are there. Yeah. But that's then gonna be something for next week. Yeah, so I don't want to get too much into it. But anyway, like honestly, if you run a business and you any tasks of those business are online, like for example, you need to copy data from Google Sheets to somewhere, or you need to collect the email addresses of your Facebook group, or you need to back up your email lists daily or stuff like that. If any of that applies, or any other way, like you have like minor tasks that cost you like a minute or 2 or 5 minutes every day, sign up for my automation training. It's going to go live in the beginning of July. and it's gonna like basically save you a ton of time. For me personally, I looked at my statistics of the 13 automations I currently have in place, and you know that my following is not huge, that we don't have huge Excel lists and stuff like that. But even for me, the automations like did roughly close to 1,000 tasks in the last 30 days. And now if you assume that this would be like, let's be very unrealistic and say it's like 2 minutes per task, we are talking about 33 hours and time that was saved. Like either I would not have done those tasks because they are not like high priority tasks, so I would leave out potential, or yeah, or I would have had to spend those 30 hours on doing this task, and that's assuming that each task only would have taken 2 minutes. Now that's why actually, not just for me because I would make some revenue from it, yeah, but for you yourself, consider if you sign up for my follow-up automation course, you're gonna get a great training that shows you how you can automate like really a lot. It's not gonna be like just a few specific things, but it's also gonna be broken down so you know like, okay, I can also apply this for that part of automation or for this task, yeah. And consider if it saves you 30 minutes per day, multiply that times your hourly rate, how much money you usually make per hour when you bill clients, and then you know actually how cheap that course is, because it's a one-time payment and it will save you money, or time in that case, and time is money, yeah, for the rest of your life most likely, or for the rest of your business life. And yeah, and even if it's not about saving money or having more time for income generating tasks, if it saves you 30 minutes per day, it means you can spend 30 minutes on the couch or with your family or with friends every day, yeah, more. And you still know that those things are taken care of. And every time some automation like fails for some reason, which happens from time to time but not that often, you will get a notification, so you know then, okay, now you need to only check that one task, yeah, instead of the 1,000 tasks. That's pretty much it. So as said, yeah, been a slow week in terms of revenue, but overall in terms of social growth, actually a great week. I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks, especially like how the One Funnel Away Challenge community develops, like how many of those people see some value in what we are doing and decide to either join our group or get in contact with us, or actually like take advantage of my amazing sign up bonuses and get their ClickFunnels account through us. So yeah, waits to be seen, or like we will see that in a couple of weeks. That said, I hope you all have a pleasant Sunday or whenever it is you're watching this. And if you're not a member of my Facebook group yet, make sure to join there as well to get even more of my content. And that's it. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Talk to you tomorrow with episode number 76. Till then, bye bye.